Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. A nice little juke. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, yeah, homeboy. The fuck off me.
Picked off by Quadra Diggs.
Damn.
Shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Gotcha. Oh, no.
Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Austin operating from the gun. He's got the hook up to Lee. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Austin. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Back to throw is Austin on 1st down.
Get up.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Ooh.
Now Austin throwing on 1st down.
Woo! Touchdown, son of a bitch.
And he takes
You have a boy
for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts are in for 6.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the... Because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The quick slant caught. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but
On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Bridgewater, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Austin. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he stopped immediately there. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing, see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great... But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Leopard.
Austin now, operating from the gun. Hurts has it left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And that is not going to get this.
What the
fuck?
fuck?
Short. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up in empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on first is Wentz. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now the ball.
Give me that shit, boy.
Midfield. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. They had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Austin throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, my God. What a pitch.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Austin, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Run. Lift it. Black, come on.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Come on now, let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They come out here in the eye. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now this time Wentz will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Austin, looking to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
And let's go again.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
I
mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Claro que es así.
And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Yo no toqué nada.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Just don't talk to me.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it with Bell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw is Austin. A final shot before break. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touch. That sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already.
¿Ese libro que vas a cambiar?
Now Austin on 1st and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now we'll look at here on 2nd and 10. And they're going to set a shot at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
¿Es el BG Daniels? ¿No? I'm going to adjust it. I'll bet it when I go.
Right back to him on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We go pure fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the Colts getting ready to go.
Tú las you say that, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
No.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Did you go to work today?
Yeah.
Probably. Did you get paid for the work you did today? Probably not. You won't see that money till Friday, right?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Austin down to throw on 2nd down. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Bell. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, that's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one back.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Walter. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to throw now, 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Austin from the gun, he'll throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Allen's got it. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And he's able to put it through. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Hurry up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, bro?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
Throwing again. Austin looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Austin on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. The intended receiver there, Allen. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated.